All right, welcome back. We're here for another YouTube video review video. This is High Value English lesson number 8, review, where for my local students, they have an exercise sheet that I've given to them, but if you don't have that, that's okay. I'll tell you all the examples here. Anyway, and this is a pretty, for me, one of the more difficult topics to teach, so it's good for me to practice. And I call it advanced pronouns. And because these are words that native people use to, communicate or manage different objects or people or, nouns. But we don't want to say the same words again. So the simpler way to tell this lesson is it's the word it versus one. I'll do a quick, I like to practice this lesson. So, very often a student I'll get who's maybe studied English for a long time here in Japan, their English, usually it's pretty clear their level. Things like I went to a cafe with my friend and my friend talked, about her job, because my friend's job is, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Is stressful. So I listened to my friend. Okay, this is actually, this is probably same as, lesson 1. So yeah, if it jumps out to you, friend, that's too many. It's of course it's not really any mistake, but native people don't speak this way, so you really should practice these types of pronouns. Everything is for the listening, right? Everything is listening. So my students, they think it's separate. They think speaking is here, reading is here, listening over here, and writing over here. I disagree. Everything is listening training, right? So you should be able to speak or write in the way that you want to listen, and nobody speaks this way, so you won't hear this. So let's see, for example, my friend and my friend. So yeah, that's 2 words here. Cut that down. We'll say she, right? So that's what you'd say. She talked about her job because my friend's job. So here, job. We don't need to say that again. We'll say it is stressful, so I listened to her, right? That immediately sounds more natural, more native. But a tricky thing is this word one. When do we say that? And the best way I teach it is that it or he or she or they, all these words, I teach it as the same word, same item or same thing, right? So something previously spoken about. Let's see if I can get this on the same line. No. Oh man. Okay, well, we'll just cut this out. Okay, but the thing about one is that one is again also the same word, but it's a different item. So it's where we don't want to say the same word again, but there are many. There's more than one. There's 2. There's 3 different items. It's hard to explain, so let's just use more examples. For example, I think you can practice it by coming up with 3 sentences that have the same word. We'll say 1 word plus 2 items, and then you get 3 sentences in this kind of strange math here. So for example, I love my cat. My sister has a cat too. I love both of the cats. All right, so this is perfect. There's no mistake here, but immediately cat, native people wouldn't say that, we'd use a word to try to, we use, one of these words. So always the first sentence is safe, no change. You're introducing the word here, cat. Now, my sister has a cat. Now, so my cat, we'll say, is A. Now, this is a sister's cat. That's a different cat. That's cat B. So that is the job. So same word, but it's different, right? A and B are different. My cat, her cat. So that's a job for one. Okay. And I love both of the cats. Now here we have A and B together. Okay. Now this one, this is actually the same. A and B. Yeah. Oh, I know those. So we would say both of them. Right? So that's kind of the question you have to ask yourself. Is in the stage of the story or the stage of the conversation, is this a new item or is this something from before? Here's another. I'm having good success with this example. Again, 3 sentences. We'll say, my mother has red roses in her garden. I have yellow roses in my garden. She likes to come look at my roses. Okay, so now here we got 2 items, or 2 words. Roses, garden, roses, garden, roses. Okay, so we know the first sentence is safe. We're introducing the characters, mother, roses, garden. So no change here. Then we look at the next sentence. Well, we don't want to say the same word again. So we're going to have to change it again for the listening, because this is how native people would speak. So I have yellow roses. So we know red, my mother, yellow, me. So that's different. This is a different type, same word. So you might think I have yellow one. Okay. But wait a second, roses, that's plural. So actually we say I have yellow ones. Okay. So that's another tricky thing that strangely we say the plural of one, which is ones. Okay, now what about here? We've got garden. So this is again same word, but a different garden. There's my mother's garden, my garden. Those are different, but same word. So you might say here, my one. Okay, now this is correct, but even this we don't say. And here I do my special move of my one, mine. Right? So look at this. And the listener, native people, we can understand. I have yellow ones in mine, and we can connect, we can remember red roses. Oh, yellow ones, that must be roses. See how the word in is a good hint. In garden, in my garden, mine. So the in kind of helps the listener. Oh, okay, mine means the garden. Finally, she likes to come look at my roses. Okay. So my roses, now this is not new. We introduced them here. Okay. So then it would be, this is not ones. This becomes look at them, I would say. Okay. So, and then of course I'd join them together. My mother has red roses in her garden. And, I have yellow ones in mine, and we'll say so. Let's get rid of this. What happened? So she likes to come look at them. There you go. That's a sentence. That's what we would say. My mother has red roses in her garden, and I have yellow ones in mine. So she likes to come look at them. Right? So only in the beginning do we introduce these nouns, and then you, the listener, have to remember and have to manage what one is what, mine is what, it, them. So that's why I strongly recommend this lesson and lesson 1 and actually all the lessons before, because it's all for the listening. Okay, so it doesn't matter if your homework or your English gets a correct mark of my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend. No, that's why probably your listening doesn't level up, because these are very important words for high speed, high value English, where we try to cut the words, save the time, and speak more quickly. Anyway, let's do these examples. So we got 5 here. Try to do them quickly. Let's go down. Number 1. My friend got a baseball jersey like blah blah, but blah blah is black and blah blah is dark blue. Let's see, so introduce baseball jersey. Like, now what could go here? So I think I know what it is. So we're going to say, my friend like, I think we're going to say it's similar to, it's like my jersey. Okay, so but again, jersey, we don't say. And we know friends is jersey A, my jersey B, so that's 1. We don't say my one, we say mine. But now again, my friend got a jersey like mine. But now here you have a choice. You could say, now we know that now here we could say, we can actually choose. We have to kind of decide, whose jersey. Okay, but we've introduced them both. So you could say it is black. Okay. Now, but actually, which one is black? Mine or my friend's? The it could be my jersey or my friend's jersey. So at this stage, we don't know. So that's why the second space, we have to actually, we have to demonstrate a difference for the listener to understand. Because let's say there's 2 jerseys, A and B. So this could be A or B. And if we say it, let's say this, right? So let's say this is A and this is B. But it is black, it is dark blue. I don't know which is which. So in this case, you can say it is black, and then we might say for number 2, we'll say and his one, right? Or actually we don't say his one, we'd say his is dark blue. So then we can understand this one is mine is black, his is blue. So this is how we can understand that it goes to mine, his, my friend. Or you could be super clear and just say again, mine is black. So that way we're really demonstrating the difference. We're really signaling my friend got a jersey like mine, but mine is black, his is dark blue, right? Or either way, his is black and mine is dark blue. Okay, this is how we can be totally clear, no mistake. Okay, let's do the next one. My iPhone died yesterday, blah, blah, blah. It is so important for a business, blah, blah. I immediately bought another blah, blah. Let's see. So you can see here, there's a comma here. So there's a hint. This is probably a connector, right? Lesson 4, I think. My iPhone died yesterday, blah, blah. It's so important. Let's see. I'm going to say something here. You could say, how about you could say and or but. My iPhone died yesterday. Maybe we'll say, maybe but would be most natural, right? Oh, no. Yeah, I know, but it's trouble. But it's so more of my business. And here again, another comma, another connector. That's going to be so. What did you do? What's the result? What happened? So I bought another. So here we know an object goes here. So it sounds like iPhone died. I need another iPhone, right? So this is correct, but we wouldn't say this. We've got iPhone A. We cannot use another. There's a good hint here. An means, different or new. So we're going to say one. Okay? Because you've got, dead iPhone A, new iPhone B. So that's the hint to one. Same word, different, but different object. Okay? And some connectors here just to practice. Number 3. I ordered tempura udon for lunch. Blah, blah. I was so hungry. And more connector. Blah, blah. I ordered blah, blah more. Let's see. I ordered tempura udon for lunch. Yep, comma here. So some kind of connector. Now you might say, a student might say, well, how about because? I ordered udon because I was so hungry. That makes sense, but in my childhood, in my school, you don't put a comma before because. It doesn't get the comma. I don't know why. That's just the rule. So if I want to be strict, I would say again, but. Right? Meaning, I ordered lunch. Oh, and it was good. But I was so hungry. And then I guess the same pattern. Yeah, I used the same recipe, same style here. What did you do? So I ordered. Yes, it's just the same. I ordered one more. Okay, so you got. Man, you got lunch A, still hungry. Lunch B, that means one, right? Same word, different set. Yeah, so just the same. I should change that for the next time. Number 4. My sister bought sunglasses like blah blah for my birthday, but blah blah were so expensive. I'm afraid to wear blah blah outside. Okay, this is more tricky. My sister bought sunglasses like this one, let's see. Let's say for my birthday, let's say my sister bought sunglasses. So these are new. Like, let's change to this. How about like her sunglasses? Right? So same style as her, as the sister. Right? So we wouldn't say sunglasses as her ones, because that's actually plural. But actually, again, same thing. Her ones, we wouldn't say. We would say hers. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of a little bit tricky. You might think my sister bought sunglasses like mine for my birthday, like that jacket example. But why would she buy sunglasses like already I have? So that's a little bit strange as a birthday present. So I think the better fit is hers. Here you go. Here's sunglasses like I have for you. Like hers for my birthday, but blah blah were so expensive. So okay, so expensive, that means the bought sunglasses. So but we'll say the sunglasses, which means these are the from before. I introduced already, but we wouldn't say something. We would say they were so expensive. I'm afraid to wear. They're so expensive. I'm afraid to wear the present gift sunglasses. I'm afraid to wear them. outside. Yeah, there you go. So now we're mixing them together, really trying to manage introduction of the bot, but there's other ones, my sister's sunglasses, then it becomes they and them. All right, one more. I finally bought new jeans because, oh, there's a comma, the blah blah. I've worn for years finally tore apart. So that's actually here. This is strange. There shouldn't be a comma here. That should be gone. I wonder why that's there. So because yeah, there's usually not a comma before because. I finally bought new jeans because the blah blah I've worn for years. Okay, so this is a tricky one. Let's see. So that means from before, right? Usually the listener, I've introduced this before. So but we know it's, the jeans I've worn for years finally tore apart. So we've got, again, new jeans, right? That's A in the story. We got torn jeans. Now that's B. Okay. So yeah, these are same word, different jeans. So that means that should be ones, and it's plural, ones. But why is it the? And that's because this is that fourth type of the where we style of the number 4 immediately explain, right? So the ones, what ones? Please wait. I'll tell you. I've worn for years. So this is another mixing style of usually the is something before, or the listener is familiar with already. This is that fourth type where it's something after, or I will explain immediately, explain after, right? But still, these genes are different, are new to the story. So the ones I've worn for years finally tore apart. That's a tricky one. Okay, we gotta go. Let's do some more. So question at the bottom, part B. What do you love, but you really should buy a new one? So an answer might be, I've had my computer for about maybe eight years now, so maybe it is time to buy a new one. Okay, and let's say, and I can give my old one to my friend. Now this is similar to the jacket, right? You might say that, so we've got my computer introduced, a new one, a new computer, but we can say just one. But at this, in the final part, in the third part of the story, I can give, let's say, give it to my friend, because I want to say it means my computer. But now it's a little bit difficult to understand. Wait, give it? It can be the new computer. It can be the old computer as you go forward in your story, in your English. So that's where we have to demonstrate the difference and say, no, I give my old one to my friend. Okay, so you have to, it's important to manage the nouns as you go further in the story, right? So because if you said it's difficult, it's confusing. Wait, give the new one, give the old one, which one? I mean, it's a little bit confusing. So okay, yeah, I'll make it totally clear. New one, old one. Number 2. What did you buy once but will never get another one? Similar answer here. Let's see. Like, I bought a sandwich at a shop Oh, sandwich from a shop. Near my house. My gosh. But there was a hair in it. So I will never buy another one from there again. Okay, so this is pretty simple. So a sandwich, that's sandwich A. Another one, sandwich B, I will never buy. So that's going to be one. And then, the word there means that's the word for, the shop, the introduced shop. Okay, so this one I really recommend. Leave an example in the comments. Use that pattern. Look at that Rose's example again, or the cat one. And I think you can really, this is really listening training. If you can get a strong control of these words, it, one, he, she, her, hers, his, yours, ours, then your listening will just get more comfortable. You'll get more confidence, and then you can really start improving, I think. All right. Also, if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to hear more. And we'll see you in the next video.